you need to work 24/7. Like starting a business and entrepreneurship is like hard work. And I'm not saying it's not hard work, but the hard work that they were talking about is the hustle, where it's like you have to work all the time and you have to sacrifice your family and you have to sacrifice XYZ and you gotta shoot everybody else down so you can get to the top. And I'm just like, no, I don't want that. Welcome back to the Life and Business Podcast. I'm your host, Sue Bravo. This is a podcast where I help you to live life well and do business better by the stories, the strategies that we share, so that you can literally create more of everything that you desire sustainably and without sacrificing your values, your beliefs, your family, your soul care, so that you can have it all. And on today's episode, I want to talk about how you can have it all or create more of everything that you want by doing less. I think one of the biggest questions that I get asked as a mom to four, homeschooling, helping to lead a house church, and then running my business and now running a new business with my husband, I get asked all the time, like, how do you do all the things that you're doing? How do you know what to do, when to do it, all these things? And it always comes down to the very first step that I teach my clients, and it's called vision casting. Really deciding and envisioning, what do you want your life to look like and what do you want your business to look like? If you don't understand what you want your business to look like and what your life to look like, it's going to be really hard to prioritize and then create a schedule around that, because it all comes down to what kind of life you want and then building the business that supports it and works around your life. For example, you probably say yes to a lot of things that you don't need to. That's just like most people are just like, I'm just going to say yes because it's a great opportunity. I'm going to say yes because I feel like I have to. Okay. Here's how to say no to more things. Vision cast for your life and business, prioritize, and then only put things in your calendar that are a part of your priorities and help you with your vision for your life and your business. If it doesn't help you with the vision and the goals that you have for your life and business, that's an easy no. Whereas again, you can't make that decision. It's hard to be like, which opportunity do I say yes to? Which opportunity do I say no to? If you don't have a vision for your life, a vision for your business, and the priorities to filter them through. And so step one that I do with my clients before we start coaching in our consultation is like, we just vision cast. What are all the big, amazing, grand things that you want to do in your life? And what does that look like on a daily basis? I want to walk you guys through an exercise that I did with a client on a consultation. And it was so fun. I'm like, I need to put this on the podcast. But this is different for everybody. Everybody's vision for their life and their business looks different. But I felt like this was such a perfect one for most people. And I just envision for it. I was like, just, you guys can close your eyes if you're listening to this or watching this, but I want you to just imagine waking up on a Monday morning. You get to wake up slowly. You get to ease into the day. Even if you have 4 kids or more, you get to wake up on Monday morning. You love your life. You get to ease into it. You feel so excited for the day. Maybe you drop off your kids or you're making breakfast for them, whichever one it is. You're filling up their cups, and then you get to send them off to school or set them for school if you homeschool. And then you just get to spend 2 hours filling yourself up, reading the Bible, journaling, reading a different book, doing whatever it is that fills you up. You can imagine it right now. I want you to really think about what is something that you would do just to fill yourself up, take care of your soul. And you get to just enjoy that time uninterrupted, guilt-free. And then you come back to your family and you guys are doing a family activity. Even if you're picking them up from school, you guys are all hanging out. You guys are making dinner. You guys get to relax and have fun and enjoy dinner together. And that's your Monday. And then Thursday comes and you get to work with the most amazing clients who pay you exactly what you're charging and who love what you do and who value exactly what you offer them. You get to do that Monday through Friday. You get to serve your highest, best level clients. And you have so much fun and excitement and joy doing all of this, serving your clients and helping them to change their life with a t-shirt or with coaching or with helping them make babies. You get to just transform people's lives. And you feel fulfilled and purposeful and like your life is full of intention and impact. And then the weekend comes and it's Saturday. You get to wake up slow. You get to make a brunch with your family. And then you guys go on a nice walk. And you get to just be fully present with them. You get to enjoy them. You get to just hang out and have fun and be playful with your family, your friends, your community, whoever it is that you hang out with. You get to just enjoy their presence, fully present with them. And that's your Saturday. You just get to relax. You don't have to think about your business because your business is running itself, because that's what you've done to set it up to run by itself, even when you're with your friends and your family and you're just hanging out. And then Sunday comes and there's more relaxing. You get to go to church, you get to worship, you just get to have fun. You get to do whatever it is in your mind is the equivalent of having fun. I want you to take a minute, think about it. What do you like to do for fun? What does it feel like? What are you doing? Who's there with you? You just spend the entire day just having fun and relaxing and just like living your life. This is what it's called, living your life. Not burning out, not grinding 24/7. You just get to live your life so that when Monday comes, you get to wake up and you get to be fully focused in your business and fully present in your life. Because you have decided what kind of life you want to create. I want you to think of it for a minute, like how that actually feels for you. And it's so funny. I feel like going through that vision casting, I almost forgot like what this podcast was even for, because I'm so like engulfed in like the kind of life and business that I want to create and the kind of life and business that my clients want to create. But we're going to go there. I think we were talking about like step one was just like vision casting. Really like you have to decide what every single day looks like, what every week looks like, what every month looks like, what 3 years is going to look like. And this is not to say like you have to follow a perfect schedule, but it's like if you don't know where you're going, how do you know where to go, right? How do you know what steps to take, what actions to take? And that's literally why people are like, what do I do and when do I do it? It's like you only know when you have an idea of where you're going. And so step one is vision casting, deciding where do you want to go. And then step two is like prioritizing, understanding prioritizing. And what prioritizing is going to do is it's going to help you understand how you're going to get to where you want to go. For example, I like to give the analogy of like if I'm going to New York City, I live in California. If I'm going to New York, if my priority is getting there as fast as I can, that's going to be a different road trip. Versus if my priority is going to every single national park possible, do you see how that's going to be a different roadmap? Okay. And so step number two is defining your priorities. And your priorities are going to help you to like get to your end goal. For example, I think about when I ask clients, like, what are your priorities? It's like making more money, spending time with my family. But I want to share with you guys my priorities, okay? They're going to be very shocking, especially because you're listening to a life business podcast. My priority number one is being a daughter of the Lord. If I could do that, everything else is going to be amazing, beyond amazing. My second priority is being a wife. If I can be an amazing wife, everything else is going to work itself out. Number three priority is being a mom. So like my kids, right? Being a mom, homeschooling, all that stuff. Because if I can do that, everything else is under there is going to be amazing. And then number four is my community, or like my house church, okay? My community. Because if I could do that, everything else is going to be amazing. And number five, guess what's on number five? My business. But everybody like online and social media, like they see my business and they're like, that must be her number one thing. And I'm like, no, it's my number five thing. I shared that one time with somebody. And they're like, I was going through 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're like, where's your business? And I'm like, it's number five. Because here's the thing. If my top priority, if my end goal, my vision for my life and for my business is to be a follower of God, that is my life goal. And underneath that is like my life goal is to help my kids experience God and be a follower of Jesus, right? And so in order to do that, I absolutely have to be a daughter of the Lord. How am I going to teach somebody how to do something that I'm not doing? And number two, how can I be a reflection of being a daughter of the Lord if I'm not being a good wife or a good mom or a leader in my community? And then if I'm not stewarding my gifts. So you see how business is not about business. It's about stewarding my gifts and making the impact that I've been called to make. But here's the thing with the priorities is it helps you with step number three, your schedule. And most people are overwhelmed and burnt out because they're doing so much more. And what I try to help my clients with is having more by doing less. Okay. Because we all want more time. We all want more freedom. We all want more flexibility. And in order to have more of what you want, you have to do less. Okay. And how to know what to say no to so that you can say yes to the right yeses, the right opportunities. You filter it through your priorities. If an opportunity presents itself and I'm going to ask myself, is this opportunity going to help me be a better follower of Jesus? Is it going to help me be a better wife or a better mom or leader or business owner? If the answer is not no, then that's a no. Now, if it's a yes, okay, if it's going to help me be a better business owner, but it's going to compromise my values or my marriage or my community or my relationship with my kids, then that's also a no. We don't want a yes to compromise the other things. And that's like where countercultural comes in, because oftentimes, like when I was starting my business, I just saw everything everywhere of like, you need to work 24/7. Like starting a business and entrepreneurship is like hard work. And I'm not saying it's not hard work, but the hard work that they were talking about is the hustle, where it's like you have to work all the time and you have to sacrifice your family and you have to sacrifice XYZ and you got to shoot everybody else down so you can get to the top. And I'm just like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that level of success if it's going to require me to abandon my beliefs and my values. And so again, anytime an opportunity presents itself, whether that's a play date or a networking event or a financial opportunity, filter it through your priorities. But again, you can't figure out your priorities until you vision cast, right? That's why step one is so important. Envisioning what your life and business you want it to look like, so that you can have the proper priorities, so that you can plan, which is scheduling. So you can say yes to the yeses and no to the nos, the things that are not meant for you, that are not going to help you with your priorities and with your end vision for your life and for your business. And step number 4 is probably the hardest part. It's implementing, executing, actually doing the thing that you said you're going to do. Because implementation is less about strategy and taking action and more about the mindset of like, am I going to actually do the thing that I say that I'm going to do? And so when it comes to the implementation piece, it's so important to think about honoring yourself. That's the word that I use with all my clients. And the example I give here is like, if I'm going to tell my friend I'm going to meet them at the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning on Monday, I'm going to meet them at 6 o'clock in the morning on Monday. But because I'm going to honor them and I'm going to honor their time. But if I say I'm going to go to the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Monday, I might not, because I'm like, yeah, I don't really have to go. I don't need to go. And, and that's what we do so often is we create these schedules, we create these to-do lists, and we write down all the things that we're going to do in our schedule. And then we don't honor ourselves and we don't do the thing that we say we're going to do. And so this is like, even the mindset piece is just about like honoring your goals, honoring your life vision, honoring your business vision, honoring what you said you were going to do, because that's the kind of person that you are. And it's interesting, one of my clients asked me about productivity, and I was like, it's not even about the strategy, it's about the mindset, doing what you say you're going to do. So let's coach on that. And so maybe today it's for you, it's not even about the strategy, because you just got it right there. Vision cast, define priorities, plan by creating a schedule. And creating a schedule also isn't about like, I'm a planner. It's about being intentional with your life. Because you think about this grand vision of like what you want in your life and your business to look like, but you're not being intentional. It's like saying, I want to lose 20 pounds, but then not going to the gym, not eating healthy. And I'm not even going to say healthy, but right, like not doing the things that you actually need to do in order to lose 20 pounds and just thinking that it will magically happen. It's the same thing with vision casting. It's like, I want this thing and I'm going to create these priorities and I'm going to be intentional about my every single day, my actions, my decisions that are going to help me create this, and then implementing and literally just taking action on it. And then step number 5 is just like grace. I call it evaluating, but it's just grace. Practicing so much grace and defining like, hey, what worked here? And then what didn't work? And what do I want to do differently moving forward? Because that's going to require a lot of honesty, reflection, awareness, and grace. And being honest of like, hey, you know what? I said I was going to do this thing and I didn't do it because the awareness. Because I didn't feel good, or because somebody said something and I was offended and then I decided not to do the thing, right? So evaluating, being aware, and then giving yourself so much grace and saying, I didn't do the thing, but I want to try again. right? I want to try this again next week. And here's what I'm going to do differently to guarantee that I create the success. And so if you're trying to just do it all in your business, or even in your life, if you're trying to do it all, my invitation is that you can have it all, but you can't do it all. And so take a look at your schedule and just ask yourself, am I being intentional here with my decisions? Am I being intentional with my actions, the places that I'm going, the things that I'm doing, the people that I'm meeting? Am I being intentional here? What do I want to do differently next week? And if you don't even know that, then ask yourself, what is the vision that you have for your life and for your business? Even start there. Because that's like the first place that I go to when I'm on a consultation call. I help my clients see where are they right now? Where do they want to be? And how are we going to get there together with coaching? And we just vision cast and we just dream big and we just create possibility. And then all that works, once you see that possibility, this is so fun for me. When I help clients see the possibility of a new life, of a new business, one that they love and where they feel so much peace and calm and joy and are having fun again. When you see the possibility, it's inevitable that you're going to create it. And so that's why I invite you guys today, if you can take away anything from this, I just invite you to just dream and to envision the kind of life and the kind of business that you want to have. And just begin there. And if you're ready to just go all in on your big goals, your big dreams, even the secret dreams that you have inside of your heart, I'd love to support you by helping you get there faster and simpler and sustainably. You are invited to book a complimentary consultation call where we dive into all of this, defining what your vision for your life looks like, what your vision for your business looks like, and then we talk about the actual strategy and the roadmap that we would go through to help you begin to create this life and create this business so that you can create a life that you love and the business that is supporting it all.